Hello, in today's vlog we're going to talk about respecting the time cap. Respect it. Because intensity is key. Why the time cap? Scaling for intensity and pacing. Okay, so why the time cap? Well, there's a lot of reasons. The time cap is designed to force you to do a certain amount of work in a specific amount of time. Okay, and we adjust that by scaling different weights and different, looking at the camera. If you don't get the work done in a specific amount of time, you're not reaching the adequate intensity level that we're trying to have you reach. Does that make sense? Intensity is all about how much work you're getting done or how much weight you're moving in a certain amount of time. For example, 1 rep max deadlift, not very much time, but a lot of weight. Jogging a marathon, not very much weight, but a very long time. So with implementing a time cap, we're forcing you to work within a certain amount of time to have that given intensity. Now, it is possible to not be intense at all during that time, but the intensity in the time cap and the weight prescribed helps you and guides you towards that specific intensity. Now, scaling for intensity is a little bit different. You need to pick a certain amount of weight that you can do intensely without sacrificing any positioning or safety. Now, scaling. Let me give you an example workout, what I mean by scaling for intensity. All right, so you have 3 pull-ups, 6 burpees, 3 power cleans, 6 burpees, 9 pull-ups. All right? Weight is 185, 135. Now, if you can't do 185 or 185 is close to your 1 rep max, then scaling the weight down will help increase the intensity instead of just standing around waiting 2-3 minutes in between attempts. And then once you finally finish the 3 power cleans, then you can move on to the 6 burpees. So you'd want to pick a weight that you could move through that would still be difficult, but challenges you enough where you may do singles or touch and go for all 3. Because if this was a 5-minute workout and it takes you 5 minutes to do 3 power cleans at 185 or 135, you basically did a strength. But if you scale it even down to 95 pounds, and you do your touch and go, 3 power cleans, right into 6 burpees, and then 9 pull-ups, and you can complete 3.5 rounds in 5 minutes, that is a lot more relative intensity. On the other side of the coin, if 185 feels very light to you, and you are crushing 5 rounds, maybe 6 rounds in 5 minutes, you freak show, then maybe think about moving up to 225 or 255 to help slow you down a little bit, but make it more intense by adding weight, but you're still getting the reps through within that 5 minutes. But Elliott, what about pacing? Using the same example workout, let's say the time cap has now moved to 40 minutes. You're not gonna go right off of the bat, touch and go 3, trying to get 5 rounds in 5 minutes. You're gonna try to start out at a pace that you can maintain or almost maintain or possibly even speed up throughout the entire 30, 40 minute, whatever the time cap may be. And then at the end, when there's only like 1 or 2 minutes left, that's when you pick it up and you're trying to get as many rounds as you can in that short 90 seconds, 120 second window, going as hard as you can. So right when the time cap hits, you're laying on the floor completely exhausted, breathing heavy. The problem. Now, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but sometimes when the time cap beeps, whether it's rounds for time, say there's only 5 rounds that you need to complete in 10 minutes, and they complete the 10 minutes and they're just standing up, walking around, haven't even breathed heavy, you could probably increase the intensity, add some weight, try to go faster, things like that. Oftentimes the same people The ones that when the time cap goes off and they still have another round, they just casually and slowly finish the round. That's not the idea that we're going for. You should be trying as hard as you can to finish all of this prescribed weight and rounds within the time cap as fast as you can. If you can't make the time cap, you're completely exhausted, and the time and the beep actually save you. It's not just more of it's a lot less of a suggestion and more of like, holy crap, that just helped me. So if this happens to you, one thing that you could do is ask a coach. Say, hey, how should this feel? Or this is my max. What weight do you think I should use? Or I normally squat this much. What do you think would be appropriate? And then we can give you some suggestions, and then ultimately you make the decision on how intensely you want to make it. One big caveat to this is safety. It's very important that you're moving well and safely so that you don't hurt yourself and you can continue coming to class 3 to 5 times a week. Nice. All in one take, too.